Yeah. Okay, cool. So how does Idols happen? Because to be honest with you, like when I saw you in Idols, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like Proverb? Like what? Because it was like, when it started, it started on like Mnet and it was like very white.
Sure. Right.
Who was the guy who was presenting before you?
Before me, it was Liesel van der Westhuizen. Before her, it was Colin Moss.
Yeah. So to see you like a brother is like, yo, that's dope.
So look, I had just come off the island of Survivor. So I was kind of cool with that whole marketing team. So we caught wind, and by we, I mean my manager and I, a guy called Joby at the time. He was my manager. We caught wind of the fact that they were now holding Idols auditions. And Joby set me up for this and said, you should go and try out. I outright refused. I said, it's a mismatch. I'm a hip-hop head.
Yeah.
It just will not work.
It won't land.
But this guy said, listen, go and try it, man. And I'm so glad he did because, well, here we are 11 seasons later, right?
Yeah.
Man.
So when you go to the auditions, when does it start, like, to you, like, okay, shit, man, maybe this can work?
Let me tell you, oh, man, that's such a perfect question, MacG. You're good at this, man. You're good at this.
I try.
Because there's a thing I want to tell you, and I wrote about it in the book. I just did my regular audition. I think I even fluffed my line. But the moment I believed I can get this gig was when the guy who's now my business partner, Gavin Ratton, the executive producer of South African Idol, says, relax, try again. And then I took a moment, but in that moment, it's only when I believed, man, I can get this gig.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I relaxed, channeled my inner Ryan Seacrest, took my moment, and I delivered that line, boy. And here we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that show, I'm sure,
Best move of my career.
Yeah, changed your life, bro.
Absolutely, 100%, no doubt.
What is it about Idols that does that? Because like anyone who's on it, just becomes a star.
Look, I think it's a massive platform. I think people enjoy it because they love to see that life cycle, that arch of somebody going from ordinary one-in-the-mill next-door guy going on to become a superstar. And we love that story, because we see ourselves in that. We see our aspirations in that. And I think it's a massive platform, man. I remember when I got the gig, we did our first regional auditions in Cape Town. On the flight back, Gareth Cliff drops what would be the best piece of advice that still serves me today.
Wow.
And his words were, just remember it's not about you. At the time that he said that, MacG, I took offense. I was like,
I'm pro.
What kind of advice is that? Of course it's about me, man. What do you mean? You know what I mean? I'm in the big time.
Yeah.
But over the years, I have since learned that, the more you make it about the talent, about the production, about the show, about the viewer, about everybody else, the more the show continues to thrive and the more you will thrive.
Yeah.
So that advice has honestly served me well.
For me, I can't stand that show, bro.
Yeah?
I think like once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, how many people can you see sing, bro?
Well, every season, the fact that every region we get on average of 5,000 people coming to try out says, one, how much talent we actually still have in this country, how much we haven't uncovered. Bear in mind, we now go to 4 regions. That means we're barely scraping the surface of the corners of this entire country, right? 3, remember that the people who qualify to enter now at 16, the fact that it's our 16th season, were only born when we started this.
Wow.
So it's a formula that can keep going. And then number 4, the fact that now at our top 8 level, we get on average 14 million votes, says to you, MacG, that one guy who doesn't like it is inconsequential to me. People love this thing. And it'll keep going.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with you not liking it.
Fuck, that's crazy.
I like your show.
My woman loves it though. She's been watching it like, I'm like, what the fuck are you watching?
Sure.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah.
But what were you part of the decision to make it more black,
Look, I don't think that was necessarily a manufactured thing. I think that was a natural evolution.
Okay.
We are the majority.
We
are beginning to sort of rise up to to the plate.
Yeah.
So I think it's a natural evolution. It was not manufactured in any way.
Yeah. I remember when you told me that you're now part of like the producers or like on the show, production or whatever. We were still at 947.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, dude, that's a big move, bro.
Sure.
Like, because I don't think we've ever heard that from a black person.
No, I'm sure we have, man. I'm certainly not the first. But
For real?
But I did take the opportunity to get into the ownership of the production company. You know why, MacG, man? I know that the life of the entertainer, or the guy in front, if you insist, is short-lived.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's short-lived.
Yeah,
so the question is, how do you give your career legs? How do you enjoy longevity? You know, how do you empower yourself so that you can continue to stand even beyond? You know what I mean? There's going to be somebody younger, better than you, MacG, who's going to take this over.
They already are.
You understand what I'm saying to you? So we have to empower ourselves, you understand? So that was kind of the thinking behind that. And it has been a thinking for a lot of my moves. I still continue to empower myself. I now study. Can you believe it, at my age? I'm busy
you went back to studying,
I am studying, man, trying to just empower myself and constantly evolve so that should this end, and when it ends, one, it should be on my terms because I'm ready for it too. And two, I should have a move going forward.
How does that opportunity arise? Like, is it something that, it just came out of nowhere, or like you were actively working on it?
Create that opportunity.
What is your title? What do you actually do on Idols?
I'm co-executive producer and also co-owner of the production company, Sick Entertainment.
You're fucking kidding me.
Yes, sir.
I'm just seeing money, bro.
I mean, it depends how you measure it, man. I believe there's a fine line between fulfillment and success, however you define success.
So you're Somizi's boss, essentially?
On that particular platform, yes.
Woo, Shem.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Dude, I don't think you understand how big that is.
I mean, I do, MacG, but as I say, it depends what it is you're doing it for. If your motive is to try and be high and mighty and above everybody, then sure, let that be you.
Yeah.
But if it's because you're trying to position yourself accordingly, then let that be you too.
Who has been your favorite idol?
Idol. Let me tell you, may I name a few?
Yeah.
For me, I'm a massive fan of whoever capitalizes most on the platform. Look, Idols is a platform, is an opportunity. We give you $1 million, a recording deal, a management contract, but the onus is still on you to run with it. So I constantly bow to those who have run with it since. The likes of Shikana, the likes of Amanda Black, the likes of Kayam Tetwa.
Sure.
I can name many.
Endless.
But I must also tell you this. It's also how we change lives that I get my fulfillment from. When I read last year that Younger bought her mom a house. Man, MacG, that's why we wake up in the morning to empower people like that, because that may never have happened had this platform not been in her life. Sure, she sort of took it upon herself to come and try out, but the fact that from that opportunity came something that changed an entire family's life, that for me is so worthwhile.
Is the wooden mic staged?
Look, the many contestants who obviously see how it plays out know what happens. So they would either come and prepare a little skit or try and be funny. So yes, a lot of it, the contestants themselves try and and be funny and so on, and we don't discourage that. That's fine if that's
entertainment.
If that's what you want to do. But a lot of it, and a lot of the guys who go on to win the wooden mic are definitely not staged. You can't script this stuff, man.